Hello, how are you? I'm also okay. Anyway, enough of that intro. Today we're going to be assigning a film to each one of the 7 deadly sins. So I'll name the sin and I'll attach a film to it. Why? Because I didn't know what to do for this video and I thought of this idea and it amused me and I thought it might amuse you. So anyway, here are the 7 deadly sins as told through 7 different films. But first, a message from our sponsor, orange juice. Any brand of orange juice? No, I just like orange juice. Okay. Oh. I've done the order of these sins through the book series. I can't remember the book series, but it started with Mr. Monday and ended with Lord Sunday, and basically each of these characters represents the 7 deadly sins. So I've done it in that order. I'd just like to mention, I'm not accusing these films of anything. These films make me think of these 7 deadly sins. Of course, there's nothing. I'm just taking the 7 deadly sins and attaching the film to them. I'm not attacking anybody or anything with this, except maybe with the greed one. Yeah. Anyway, to the video. The first sin we're going to assign a film to is Sloth. And I think the film that fits this the most is Curse of the Cannibal Confederates, because it is the single most boring film I have ever seen that is not literally watching paint dry. In fact, I think watching paint dry might be more comprehensible and more interesting than this film. It's just a slog. The trailer makes it look like some sort of fun, exciting film, at least deserving of a crazy title like that. But when you actually watch the film, it moves at a snail's pace. There is literally a scene where we have a zombie talking to us, explaining the plot of the film, but you can't hear what the zombie is talking about because the microphone is picking up the fire that's in front of him. So you can't actually hear what he's saying, so it's just sort of mumbling for about 8 minutes. And I think it perfectly matches Sloth. So there we go. What's next? Greed! What film do I think most personifies greed? The most expensive film ever made, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, as my pick for this, because the film cost, I believe, over $350 million US. I'll put up the exact number there. And honestly, there's no reason a film needs to cost that much. You could give even a fraction of that film's budget away to other filmmakers, other minority voices, and just have another film, and many other films. I don't know, it just doesn't need to cost that much money, especially since it costs basically double of what the original cost, and that was such a good film. Next up, Gluttony. For Gluttony, the film that I think of the most would either be The Cook, the Thief, His Wife and Her Lover, or Death Nurse 2. The former because the film is basically about eating and has so much food-related things in it. And Death Nurse 2 because the titular Death Nurse spends a good 5 minutes of your life while watching this film eating some ice cream. So I think that's an honourable mention at least. You know, whatever. No, actually, Death Nurse 2, Gluttony. There we go. Next up is Wrath. For Wrath, I put the film I Stand Alone by Gaspar Noé. It's about an inherently hateful character who has such a grim view for the world, and I bet would not be fun at parties, especially if you look up the plot description of the film, which I won't because trigger warnings. Genuinely, I'm not taking the piss. If you take the piss out of trigger warnings, yeah, nasty ass film. Intentionally so, really quite brutal. Definitely, I think, personifies Wrath in my head. So, my next one is Lust. And what would I attach to Lust? Well, I would attach Trash Humpers by Harmony Korine. Trash Humpers, yeah, because the film is literally people in old people masks walking around causing a ruckus and, yes, humping things. I would say there's more to it than that, but there really isn't. I can't believe I watched that film. What film most personifies envy? In my mind, there's no doubt about it. It's definitely Pulgasari, the North Korean Godzilla film. This film was literally made because the son of the then dictator, Kim Jong-il, wanted to make a North Korean version of Godzilla, so he literally kidnapped and tricked people into coming into the country to make this film. So yeah, I think it definitely fits envy. Now, what film most personifies pride in my mind? I think I'm going to put The Incredible Instant Adoring Boyfriend. I think it would take a lot of guts and a lot of pride in your image and confidence in what you're doing to create The Incredible Instant Adoring Boyfriend. If you don't know, it's just this guy talking to you and telling you how beautiful you are and just doing household chores, and I think it takes a lot of confidence to pull it off, no matter what the reasons. I really want to make a documentary about this, but the fact that I know too much about it doesn't say much because there isn't really much information. But I'm doing my research. Come to think of it, I've done all the 7 deadly sins. I actually thought that was quite fun. I might do a video like this in the future. I do hope you enjoyed this video. None of this was meant to be nasty. I'm not insulting the people who made the films or the people in the films. Don't forget to drink your orange juice, and please, please, stay safe. And don't forget to look after others. Yeah. Alright. Oh, also, like, comment, and subscribe. Please. Please. Please.